Imagine that you're at your house on a rainy day. Suddenly, the tornado siren goes off. What would you do? Would you panic, start running around frantically, trying to save as much stuff as you can to get yourself into shelter? Or do you just keep doing what you were before, claiming that it's a false alarm? Last year, according to the National Weather Service, 1,000 homes were destroyed and 550 people lost their lives to tornadoes. I have been an advanced trained weather spotter for 4 years now, and I want all of you to be safe in this situation. I can best accomplish that through 3 main points: pointing out some of the misconceptions about tornadoes, telling you what not to do in a tornado situation, and letting you know about some of the research going on to try to improve warning time. According to Wikipedia, there are many common misconceptions about tornadoes, like about the wall cloud. A lot of people think that this wall cloud formed by rapidly rising air on the two sides of it, cooling down and coming down, pushing that cloud outward, is a tornado. And it's not. It's not even coming close to the ground. What you really need to watch out for is if this cloud starts rotating. That's a bad sign, and it can very soon form into a tornado. Another thing that does not mean that a tornado is forming is green skies like this. Think of this like a rainbow. Sunlight reflects off raindrops and into your eyes as a vast amount of colors. Except in this case, it only comes out as green, because green is the only color we can get through the clouds. A lot of people think that green skies means a tornado is about to form, but in reality it doesn't. It just means that it's a very rain-saturated cloud. Another thing to watch out for is an invisible tornado, because you might not even see this coming. All you'll see is a little bit of a triangle-shaped funnel at the top and a little bit of debris, or in this case water, at the bottom. A lot of people won't even know that it's there, and they won't even have anything to do or be prepared for it when it comes. Never think that you're safe in a large city like Miami, almost got hit by this tornado in 2006, or Chicago, because Chicago is not safe from tornadoes. A lot of people think that it is because the buildings will mess up the wind patterns, but it won't. It can happen any time. Tornadoes do not always travel in the same direction. A lot of people think that they always travel southwest to northeast. But as you can clearly see on this map, each blue line is the path of a tornado. They're not all going in the same direction. Another misconception is that tornado size determines how powerful it is. A thin tornado like this one that I saw on my way home from Ohio can be very strong. Even though it doesn't seem like it, and in this case it wasn't, it can be a very strong tornado. Never underestimate a tornado. A tornado like this could easily flip cars or move houses. And it could have damage like this one. Another misconception is about mobile home parks, and that they're always getting hit by tornadoes. They don't. They do get hit a lot, but just as often as everything else. And it looks like this tornado goes through a mobile home park, but in reality something like this could have gone through it, because it's not quite as well structured. Not only should people get rid of these misconceptions, but they should also act better in a tornado situation. There are many things that people do wrong, like trying to open all the windows in your house or in your dorm room. That won't really help anything. The pressure is already equal inside your house and outside. Your house isn't going to explode. Another thing you shouldn't do is hide under a bridge. Instead of being under a bridge, you should sit in this trench next to the road. Most roads have these little dugout areas next to it. Stay there in a tornado. The debris will come over your head. It won't hit you. Like under a bridge, it will turn into a wind tunnel, like being between buildings here in Antigua. Another thing you shouldn't try to do is drive away from a tornado. It's very easy for a tornado to flip a car or to move it around. Once you're up in the air, that's not good, because you can easily get tossed around and it could even cost you your life. Again, you should hide in this trench next to the road, not worry too much about your car. Another thing that you shouldn't do, and I have a problem with this, is try to video the tornado. A lot of crazy people try to do this. Like this guy, Reed Timmer, Storm Chasers. He wants to increase warning time, along with everybody on the show. Even though they're kind of competing with each other, they're all trying to increase warning time to save lives. It's part of some of the research going on, trying to help people's lives be saved. Reed Timmer and his friends, like Tim Samaras here, and Sean Casey, who turned a car into an armored tank, all are trying to increase this warning time for people. And that's kind of the point of the movie Twister. It was the same sort of thing. They tried to get Dorothy to fly. they wanted all these little spherical sensors to go in every area of the tornado to measure wind direction and speed. That kind of sparked a whole new type of research, trying to figure out winds inside a tornado. Invention of the base velocity radar. Base reflectivity on the left is what everybody knows and is used to. That's what we've all seen, and it's based on cloud height. This new base velocity radar measures by wind direction and speed, something very new. Green means that the wind is moving toward the radar. Reddish pink means moving away from the radar. So when you get those two colors next to each other, it means that there's rotating winds in there. You can detect that before a tornado even starts to form. It's very useful, and it can end up increasing warning time exponentially. You can also get warnings very easily now on a cell phone or through Twitter or anything. It's very useful if you're in a situation where you're not near your house and you have your phone with you all the time. So you can end up getting your warnings that way. And it always knows your current location. So if there's a warning where you are, it'll send you a text message or an app that'll do that for you. Weather radios are also available now. It will allow you to get warnings even in the middle of the night. It'll definitely wake you up. Woken up plenty of times with that. All of this technology makes not knowing that a tornado is coming a thing of the past. Big disasters like Joplin and Tuscaloosa last year could have been avoided if people had properly prepared themselves for these tornadoes. Lives could have been saved. Those 550 people could still be alive today if they had gotten rid of those misconceptions, used early warnings to their advantage, or knew what to do in this tornado situation. Who knows? The next tornado could come to NIU. Always be prepared, always be safe, and I hope that I've saved some lives today. Thank you.